Hello everyone, Sam here from CreativeTradingSystem.com, making this a small video as a weekly recap on trades taken last week, which ended today, Friday, the June 27th. So let's get started. Let me show you the first trade was taken here on the 26th. No, this is not the first one. What the heck happened here? So let me go back first and then we take it from there. All right? So 22nd, actually 21st was a Sunday, right? And then this entry, I closed first straight on 22nd, USD yen. And you can see that the entry was like a Friday before the before that week, right? Previous week. And and then I left it open and then end up closing on 95 pip on I think Sunday or Monday, right? So this is the first trade, and then move on to 22nd, also Euro Aussie, this entry here for 90 pip by the book entry. And by the way, entry shows here the yellow mark, right? So you can see the buy entry as I move to break even plus, and this is the arrow. This arrow shows like, see, a lot of people ask me that, why don't I show my losers, right? So this is how I lose most of the time. My entry is such that as soon as this continuation start, I get in, right? After the retracement. So small retracement and then continuation, I get in. So from here to here, if the amount of pippage are like 20 pip, my SL is always below this, below the entry, the low, right? Which is always on 20-minute chart is always fixed SL of 25 pip. So as soon as I am positive 20 pip, SL move to break even exactly at break even, right? And if it goes more, I move it to a little bit more, like 5 pip, so that if it comes back and hit, at least I come up with a 5 pip profit, right? But this is what happened exactly here. So I was sitting on a break even when the price went up. I sat on a break even, came back and took me out. So how much I lost? Zero, right? So most of my SL hit are like that. Sometimes 25 pip, sometimes 5 pip, 10 pip, like that. But very few times. That's why. And look, this one, this entry, this yellow, small, this green arrow, right? As soon as the entry happened, price never looked back. My SL is here. So when it went up like 20 pip, my SLs come and sit on a break even and price never look back. That's how this system is, right? This was a good entry. This was a good entry, but this one was not taken because this was on, and then I think here it was gone, right? But this one somehow it didn't open the trade. No, my EA didn't open the trade, but this one it opened the trade, right? That's happened a lot of times. Here, right? So like this was, see this arrow? That was the trade. So I closed it with profit, or maybe it was coming down, so maybe I closed it manually, right? So I don't show anything. But this one I kept it on, and then look at what happened. 100 pip, right? This is on 23rd USD. So this is how my trades are. You can see here again. You can see this was the entry, right? And from here to here, there was a trade last week probably, right? And or maybe I didn't record it. But then this one I recorded it, 125 pip. Even from here to here, that was a good trade. No SL hit at all after the entry. The price all simply went up, right? Never looked back. So this one, pound yen, 150 pip on the 23rd. Look at how many entries. This was, see this arrow? That was an entry, right? But I think that here it was taken out. But this wasn't the entry. It was the entry, but wasn't taken. Or maybe my SL was off, or maybe I didn't, use manually. And then later on, I put the EA, expert advisor. That is the one that is a robot that opens the trade automatically, right? So it opened the trade here, right? So look, any of these entry price never hit SL. Maybe here, right? It came back, but then went up, and then if the SL is here, very close, and then it went up. Then it went up. Here, this entry is 115 pip pound yen. On 23rd, CAD yen again. This was the entry. This one, not this one, and then this one, right? And it went up straight up. Now this one gold 150 on box size, but 125 pip. Buy orders right there. This is only 23rd. Look how many shares on the 23rd. Euro USD. This is the entry. It went up. 70 pip. This is 95 pip pound USD on the 23rd. 23rd, beautiful USD yen. coming down all the way. This was the entry, and then look, 130 pip. 24, Euro Aussie. I recorded a chart, entry chart with my 40 minutes. So at the end, I'll show you how I am able to take these 7-minute entries and why I take these. Right? Very clear. So I was doing one-on-one, so I was explaining it. So I said, let me just record it so I can understand, make her understand, and I'll show it to everybody else as well. So this is Euro Aussie from 7-minute chart going down for 90 pip on 24. What the heck happened here? Oh, okay, small chart. So pound Aussie for 75 pip on 24. Gold from 500 bucks size. Sometimes I take entry from there. This is not my usual entry taking chart. The entry taken is like 200 or 150 box size or brick size, whatever you call. But this one from here to here, 220 pip. CAD-yen 7-minute chart, beautiful trade, but it looks big, but it's only 65 pip. Euro Aussie 50 pip to the upside. Sometimes you have to close early. I'll explain that later. This is what I teach in my webinar, that sometimes you have to close very early, but sometimes you hold like 100 pip, 120, 30 pips, something like that. There is a reason for that. 24 on the 24 pound Aussie for 50 pip. Look how big it looks like, but it's only 50 pip. This one gold, 150 box size, 140 here. This gold from 150 box size to the downside going down, 135 on 25th. Nasdaq, this is Omar trade, his computer, and he usually do Nasdaq and sometimes gold. So this is his entry here, and I think that it went up even higher. I don't know. Let's see if I see here or not. Euro yen on the 25th, 95 pip from here. Manually, I wouldn't take this one. I would take this one, but EA took this anyway. So it was a setup. All the conditions were there, so EA took it. Here, so pound yen, this one it took, but my SL was here, but this was the low, and then somehow it survived here, and then it went up again, right? Here, this one gold 150, 220 pip to the upside. 26 USD yen on 26 for 95 pip coming down, and then this is the entry, this is the entry, this is the entry. But if you take the first entry, then you don't have to take any of the any entry. My EA is in a program like that if it takes one entry, but it doesn't matter how many entries come after that, it will not open. It's only one entry at a time, one trade at a time. Manually, you can open it, but I don't do that. Here you see that beautiful entry here, 100 pip Euro USD on the 26th, on the 26th pound USD as well, 130. And here 110 pip Euro USD 20-minute chart. That was 7-minute entry. This is 20-minute entry. That was I think from the Omar computer. This one here. The 20-minute. This was the 20-minute entry. It looks bearish here on 7-minute, but basically it is 20-minute. Proper entry. Then it was going up, and then Omar said, "Oh my God, Daddy, I'm going to take it." Okay, take it from the 7-minute chart, and then he took this one, and then the pound USD. This is the 7-minute entry. I didn't bother taking that, but end up taking this one for 130 pip. And then this is your 20 from 20-minute chart, 110 pip Euro USD on 26, my birthday. And this today, 27, I, kind of like relaxed. I had, a few one-on-one to do. And Friday, I says, I'm not going to trade too much. And only Nasdaq, that's Omar taking this trade. And here, 27 June, only this is the one. Now, let me show you something. This is the one. See, this is what I was doing one-on-one, and I was explaining that this is how, look at this broker here. And I'll show you my pound USD. So this is what I was explaining and teaching her, that I make the chart like that. All of my chart are like that, and I have the note here as well, right? That this is what we're supposed to do. We wait for the 7-minute entry and then 20-minute entry after having a reversal candle on 40-minute chart. Right? So this is the idea. So 40-minute chart, this is where I look for either extension levels or retracement level turning points. So retracement level are 61 to 78, that zone. If I see a 40-minute reversal, then I wait and see if I can get the price continue moving that direction and give me an entry, 7-minute entry, and then after all this confirmation, I make the entry. Or I put my EA and EA takes the entry, right? So this is the idea. So I made this chart and it started to come down. Let me see if I have an earlier chart than that. I was expecting that it's going to turn from there. So let me show you if I had this one. Look, on the 24, I made this, that we might be making a turn, but that never happened. Then after that, it went up all the way there, right? And then I made this chart that is probably going to make the turn, and it is making the turn right from here right now, right? So this is the chart I made yesterday that it is going to make the turn, and look what happened. We end up, whoops, we end up here. See that it made the turn, right? So now what happened on the 7-minute chart? At the same time, I can't show you here, but that's why I put this chart on the 7-minute and then show you the entry. Let me show you here. This is what I'm talking about. So that is the 40-minute chart. So this was coming down, and as soon as it started to come down from here, this is what's happening on 7-minute at the same time, right? So it came down and gave me a beautiful entry. All 4 conditions were there. My EA was there, CTS 6, and it opened the trade right there. Sell order, SL move to break even. And this so far was like 30 pip, 27, 28 pip. Then Mr. Trump came and then says that he's like something about Canada late in the afternoon, and then it went up, boom, and then hit there. So anyway, but this is how all of my trades are. My setup here, and then when the moves start to happen, then I take the entry, the first entry from 7, the second entry probably somewhere there from 20, if it is going for the long distance, like it was going from here to the upside. And this chart, let me quickly show you there, that I made that chart as well, that it is going to go for the upside. And it did. And I had, see this right there. So from here all the way up, I had several trades. All the way means from here, look, big move, right? So the 7-minute entry here, and then 20-minute, and then this is a beautiful 20-minute entry here, right? Several trades I took all the way. Now the game start coming down. So the 7-minute entry is, look, this is how it is. So it's coming down and just this much on a 40-minute chart, and I already had 35, around 30 pip. Right? So it's supposed to come all the way down here, and that is probably 150 to 200 pip. So if this entry would have survived, then it would go all the way, maybe like 100, 150 pip trade easy, right? If it had survived. But unfortunately, it didn't. But this is how it happens. 40-minute chart analysis, entry from 7-minute chart. That's it. Simple as that, right? So this is a chart, and okay, this is the end. So all together, I think it's like 28, 29 trades this week. It's supposed to be slow, but very, very good week. So this is what happened. Now on my website, if you go and you probably notice here, this notice I put on my website, Omar did, right? Because yesterday, June 26th was my birthday. So he said, let's celebrate with everybody else. So we went off, and then we did 50% off of every single thing I have on my website. Here, monthly subscription, 6-month subscription, yearly subscription, lifetime subscription. You have all those options here. 50% off every single thing. One-on-one course, 10-hour course, 5-hour course. Here you have combo deals, right? Different things together. 50% off all of these deals, all of these combos. Here you have a harmonic pattern, Elliott wave course, and harmonic pattern, both 50% off. Robots are 50% off as well. Every single thing, right? And I will keep this my birthday discount until Sunday night. So take advantage of that, and contact page. You have my email. You have to email me. You can't buy anything from here directly because the buttons are not there. I have to change all the buttons, so I'm not in a mood to do that, right? So if you email and say that this is what I want, then I will give you a special 50% discount button, and then you can take it from there. All right. So this is it for now. And don't forget to subscribe my YouTube channel so you can get my videos. I'm going to make the gold video and US dollar video because they are both in a very, very good location to make the turn. All right. And we can have some really good trades next week. right? By the way, my 40-minute charts, I'm going to go over fast and very, very good and 2 minute setups. The Euro Aussie, beautiful, harmonic pattern type of setup here, and I'm expecting a turn to the downside. Pound Aussie, I'm expecting a turn to the downside here. I'm going to make these charts and then post on my Telegram for my subscribers. Pound USD, you saw, is already started to move to the downside. Euro USD need to start to go to the downside, right? Here I had this, let me show you, Euro USD chart I made. This chart here, look, Elliott wave count, 1, 2, 3, 4, and I said from here, we're going to go here to this, 1747. And we ended up here, 1747. Exactly, straight up. So I had like 2 or 3 maybe good trade on this move to the upside. Now it is extension 160, so 161, and it may come back to this TL again, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. After that, what happened? A, B, C correction, right? US dollar is about to bounce, and then if it start to bounce and start to get strong, then it will send this correction to the downside, maybe around 61% of this whole move in 3 waves, A, B, C. Maybe around this area or this area, and somewhere here, and then we have a very big level here. So I would expect that it will come down here, maybe like A, B, and C, something like that, right? And the pound yen is all the way to the upside, so must come down, right? So it start to come down. I will find my 7-minute entry. I'll take the trade, and I'll show you on Monday or Tuesday, whenever. Euro Aussie, Euro yen. Again, it's doing this. I had every turn I have a trade. I did the trade. This one, then again, I went long, I went short, I went long here, I went short here, and then after that, this one, I didn't do anything. USD yen, look at that. I was long here, short here, long here, short here, and then now, unfortunately, Friday, so I didn't do anything. But maybe let's see what happened on Friday. Monday and Tuesday. I'm expecting USD strength, so maybe it'll go to the upside again. So this is how, 40-minute setup, 7-minute entry. That's it. And in between, yeah, of course, I'm just counting my Elliott wave and harmonic patterns and this and that. That'll help me. Those studies help me, to find a perfect, ideal turning point. That's it. All right. So this is it for now. Thanks for watching and have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Enjoy and happy birthday to me. All right. Okay. Bye for now and talk to you guys later.